I told you about this double pawn related to Grunfeld structure or compensation. So in this game also we'll see a lot of things related to compensation. Knight e7 was played in the game, but I will show you a very interesting opening idea. After knight f6, bishop e3, castle, queen b3, they play d7, and look at this pawn structure again. Okay. Here white will play a4. Because if black takes this, then queen b4, you are forced to take, and we can all see that white has a double bishop advantage, and it's clearly better for white. Let's say if black goes back. Then white, I think he can play b5 move. The idea is to prevent this. He can't develop it easily. And later, if you play something like d6, then I can simply play normal. Like what? Maybe 92, 94, bishop castle. Maybe like this, castle. Later a5. The rook will be on a5. Another rook will come to a1, and this pawn will be extremely bad. Endgame double bishop advantage plus open position. It's clearly better. So knight into c5 is not good. That's why black plays this move. The idea is now he wants to take knight into e5. This is all theory. I mean, I play this line from black side, so I know all this thing. So here, white's correct move is queen a3. And now pause the video and try to find a good move for black. Here, the correct move is b6. Okay. And if you take this, then take. And black will play this move, bishop a6, rook c8, knight c6, knight a5, and you will have fantastic numbers. You arrange this position on the chessboard and try to study it. It's very good. Black is a pawn down, and white has double bishop advantage. But because of this bad pawn structure and a very simple plan for black, it's a fantastic compensation. Okay, and if you play something like that, just what I've told you. Okay, and here white's best move is a5. If you take, and if white plays some random move like knight h3, then bishop a6 is the correct. So white's best move is a6, b4, and then queen a5. This is very interesting analysis. Okay, you can study. And this position, white has small advantage for white. If someone is better, it is white. Even though black is a pawn up. Let's say you take with knight or bishop. Okay, to take with knight, obviously this is falling. Let's say if you take with bishop, black is a pawn up, but it is white who is better actually this position. And if you study this position deeply, you will understand this is the compensation now it is from white side. I saw 4-1-0 games for white in this position. White won 4 games. You can understand it is not that easy to play this position from black side. Okay, white's idea is very simple. This f2 bishop a2, d1 or a1. Okay. So what all analysis I just showed you guys, see it slowly, think about it. You just watch the video, you will not improve much. But think about it. This little information can give you can understand a lot about compensation. So in the game, black played 97, which is not that bad. It's like a normal move. But I prefer this line, this knight f6, knight d7 line, which I have just told you. And in this line, if black plays precisely, then it will be a draw, but black must play precisely this position. Okay. So 97, this is all part of Anand's preparation. First, 27. bishop d5, and here now you cannot do b6 because the bishop is already well developed. So here there is one interesting move for black. I was trying to make it work. Bishop d7 idea. Rook b1, knight e6. This knight a5, knight d7, and rook f6. Black simply wants to take knight to d6. Just, I mean, there was one trick I wanted to make it work. Like here, rook d8 check will come, and rook into d8, queen into c5 will fall. But here there is a check already, so you can't give rook d8 check. I was trying to make this trick work, but unfortunately it was not working. So this bishop d7 is also very interesting. This is for this move I'm telling it for opening purpose. And you will under. So sometimes, if you are pawn down, immediately you don't have to think to capture it. You can play around the pawn. Slowly you will take it and will get the right thing. So, and bishop into c6 is a very interesting line. I'll show you. Knight is c, knight is c. This is the main line. And here, pause the video and try to find a good idea for black. Good move is b6. You take, and if he takes it, this is black has very good compensation. It's not that easy. This g5 is a good move because whenever you are pawn down in such positions, the more pawns you exchange, more pawns get trade. It's good for black. Let's say this position, if h pawn remove, the drawing tendency or the chances of making draw is higher for black. Let's say if all these two pawns, g pawn, h pawn, g2, h2 pawns are removed, the drawing chances are even much higher. Let's say all f pawns, more it's exchange is better for black. And simply you improve your king position. Okay, this will be a king. Okay, white really can't do much. Now let's go back to the game. Black played knight e6, knight e2, knight e5. Yeah. And in this position, there is a move, knight a6. This is a very interesting idea. Here, this idea is not working exactly, but I will a trick. Castle, now knight a6. If you take, just look at the pawn structure. It looks so weird. But black has fantastic compensation. Because of bishop e6, rook a b8. And the queen is in bad spot actually. So this is a very interesting position. Study it. You will understand. I did a lot of analysis in this position. I'll just show you guys quickly. This, if you go, I mean, suddenly this move is there. You go queen a here, bishop e6. It is actually black who is better now. This is a serious threat. Okay. And if white plays c4, because the threat is rook b8, bishop e6. If he plays c4, then bishop here, bishop here. If you play this, and this is a very interesting idea, to do exchange sacrifice, because white knight will sit on d5 and he has fantastic compensation. Rook here, and this position, analyze. It's a very good compensation. It's not that easy to play. Your understanding towards imbalance will improve. Okay. But knight e6 is not that easy move. So more I mean, generally, so he didn't play knight a6. Not that easy move. He played bishop b6, which is a very obvious move, and it was not a good move. It was a dubious move. And here Anand found a great idea. Pause the video and try to find the good move. Here white played knight d4. When I saw this example, I really enjoyed for the first time. And the previous in the previous video, it was same knight d4 sacrifice for two center pawn. In this video also the same, something very similar. And obviously black doesn't have any other option than taking it. Takes. Let's just look at this pawn mass. Black played the most obvious one, knight b6, queen c3, and here white wants to play this and gain back the material loss. So black played this move. The idea is if you want to play d5, I will take with bishop, not with knight. If you take this, the next one I will take the bishop and it will be just equal. Even all these pawns are weak. Pawn island, I prefer this position from black. So obviously white cannot play this. So white played rook f d1. The idea is to play d5. Pause the video and try to find a good plan for black. Here, black played rook a d8. The correct move was rook f d8. And it is important to find out the difference. There's a huge difference. We'll discuss now. If you play this move, then because it is just to prevent d5, because d5 then bishop to d5 will come. So he will play bishop f2. The idea is to play bishop g3. And if I go here, bishop g3, here queen a5 is the difference. Takes. If you go here, knight b3, okay, this is all the point. Now this is followed. If you do this move, rook a d8, this was what it was played. I think I really don't know what Wang Hao thought, but I just assume probably black wanted to play f5 move after rook a d8. So when the f file will open, probably this rook will be active a little bit. So that's why he kept f rook d8. But I don't know, I'm just assuming. And now this, and if you do this move, let's say now this, let's say queen a5, which I was showing, the takes. Now the bishop d6 move is there. Now he will not play bishop c7. This is the move order trick. Now I am losing the knight. And imagine when this rook was there, if you do it, if you play bishop d6, I mean I can just move my knight. This is the main difference. So when I told you guys to pause the video and to think, I hope you would have considered between rook f d8 or rook a d8. If you didn't pause the video and you just saw what I just showed you, then that's not good. You should have thought. It's a very interesting position to think. So Wang Hao didn't understand, and Wang Hao rating is 2731. Very, very strong grandmaster. He played candidates. And it's happened, they're human beings. Make mistakes. This is a big mistake. Rook f d8 was a the accurate move order. And defense is generally difficult. When you are having initiative attack, it's very easy to play. Defense is comparatively tough. So this is the point. Rook a d1, bishop f2. It's a good profile. And the why he played this move? Because maybe later he can play d5. If bishop into d5, e into d5, knight into d5, the bishop is on f2. Then the bishop is on e3. He can take knight into e3. Now maybe if he doesn't find anything clear, he can play d5 and he can gain back the piece which he sacrificed. So that's why bishop f2. Then he played a6. Because now black is in some serious trouble. He played this and bishop f4. Now he's in some very, very serious trouble. Black. It's like his pieces are his biggest problem. Now this knight is in trouble. So if he plays moves like knight here, then bishop d6. And then he will play d5. So now he played b6. Okay, b1. You can't take because knight into a5 is falling. He played knight b3. Rook into b3 takes. This will fall. This will fall. Now it's super protected passport. Completely winning for 196. It's just a matter of technique. 3 pawns are too much. This. And the most important thing is my king is safe. And in this position, white is completely winning. He will play d6, d7. And after playing a4, black resigned. So this game was a very good example related to compensation and two sacrificing piece for 2 pawn, like typical knight d4 sacrifice. It's a very good preparation by Vishayanand. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe to this channel.